Welcome back to Chukitable Media. There is a press release from Mrs. Ireti Kingibe, or shall I say Senator Ireti Kingibe. You remember the senator that went on Arise Television to defend what happened to Natasha Akpoti in the House of Senate. This lady, at the beginning of this incident, her name was mentioned by Lady Natasha, that she knew everything that was going on with her because she had called her husband to explain or to intervene in this case. Now, if you can go back on this channel, you will listen again to every outburst of Senator Ireti Kingibe, lambasting and bringing down Natasha Akpoti, even to the extent that she infantile Natasha to be our daughter, that she supposed to have been, getting information from her or getting advice from her so that she can set her on the right path in the midst of all these wolves in the house. Now, Lady Ireti has come out, I don't know, maybe through pressure from every corner, like she mentioned in the press release, that she's been bombarded left and right. Could that be the reason why she's coming out right now? Or she has gone back to think again about the plight of women, young girls in the university or job seeker in Nigeria, to see that, to what they are passing through on a daily basis from the hands of their molesters. Those people that harass them on a daily basis when they are on to do their responsibility to get better for themselves as a lady, as a woman folks. Now, on the other hand, could it have been that Lady Ireti Kingibe is very afraid right now that we are moving closer to 2027 and the political sphere is getting very volatile and very hot now, so that at least with our present party, which is Labour Party, being in disarray and having problems now, where is she going to move to the next time? Because it seems that Mr. Peter Obi, we move at a point in time to another political party. So where will Ireti be? Will Ireti still stay in this same political party, which is Labour Party? So could that be the reason why she's now coming up now to talk and defend her stance and try to come softly on Natasha Akpoti and the matter at hand, because it's not going to go away very soon. Lady Ireti Kingibe, I think she's in a precarious situation now because the Minister of FCT, Nyesom Wike, has threatened that she would never retain that seat for another term when this time ended for her. You know what it is? I think Lady Ireti Kingibe rode on Peter Obi's back to become the senator representing Abuja. That was the new waves at that particular point in time. She defeated, I think the name of the man is Senator Philip Abduda, that used to be the landlord of that position for a very long time. Now, could it also be this fear that she may not return and that she's just looking for where to hibernate or where to go to so that at least she would have the chance of retaining that seat? Because what she said on Arise Television doesn't really impress anybody. As a man, myself, I am not impressed. Because I'm progressive and my mind is so free. The treatment they gave Natasha is actually not the right treatment they're supposed to give to her, because we are all talking. We're not talking about the rules of the house or speaking from where she's not supposed to sit or the changing of seat. We're talking about the harassment accusation on the Senate president. So now, this action of Mrs. Ireti Kingibe, to me, I think is coming a little bit too late. If she had said all she said right now in this press release that she released on March 14, 2025, on the television when she was addressing the case afresh, it would have been better because people will see her be neutral and to see her at least with a certain percentage, certain highs, with a percentage of being on the side of the truth, to stay there and let this case be heard, or standing up in the House of Senate to defend, not to defend Natasha, but standing on the side of truth. That I meant is that, okay, she should have moved the motion or siding, when the matter of, the harassment was brought up, which was cancelled. She's supposed to have, stood up and cancelled it, or give her opinion that it is not the best to cancel it. It's supposed to be taken because they said that letter of petition came and was dead on arrival, according to Dan, the guy in charge of Ethics Commission. So if Mrs. Ireti Kingibe could have done this letter or acted, a part of this letter in the first place, it would have been a saving grace for her. But to me, coming at this time, with all the reasons I gave, probably it might be so, because part of it was also mentioned in the petition. Or excuse me, it was also mentioned in the press release that she gave outside there now. So don't let me take much of your time. I want you to listen to that press release that she gave on March 14th, 2025. I will call on the reporter to give us this press release. So, Enisa, where are you?
Thank you from the studio and welcome to Chocketable Media. Here is the press release from Senator Ireti Kingibe, my unwavering stance for justice and women's rights. As the senator representing the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, in the 10th Senate, and the chairperson of the Senate Committee on Women Affairs, I would like to state to all Nigerians that I am aware of the public dismay, and I would like to address a few things officially. First, I would like to assure Nigerians that I will be at the forefront to champion the sexual harassment case involving my colleague, Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. When the investigation comes to the Red Chamber, I am aware of the narrative that has been going around, and to set the record straight, my actions were not to undermine her claims, but to buttress that I was not aware in the first place of any such happenings. Notwithstanding, I remain steadfast in the fight against all forms of violence against girls and women. As a sitting senator, I will always defend the truth and fight to right all wrongs. Over the years, sexual harassment and assault have become commonplace in our homes and workplaces. Every Nigerian, irrespective of gender, ethnicity, or religion, should be committed to the struggle to end it, as it affects all genders. Once an accusation of sexual harassment is formally tabled before the Senate, it would be incumbent on the body to note that this weighty issue must be investigated thoroughly by the appropriate mechanisms within the institution of the Senate. The office of the Chairperson of the Senate Committee on Women Affairs, which I chair, stands as a pillar of hope and a watershed for equality, equity, inclusivity, and opportunity. It offers Nigerian women recourse, refuge, and the right to dignity and social justice. It's in this capacity that I am demanding an open, transparent, and fair investigation into the allegations of sexual harassment. Justice, fairness, and equity must be provided for everyone regardless of gender, position, or social class. I affirm my commitment to protecting the rights of girls and women across Nigeria. I align with the global community in advocating for increased gender equity in political representation and across all sectors of our society. To this end, I am focused on advancing the 35% Gender Inclusion Bill and the establishment of special seats for women to ensure greater participation of women in governance. The Gender Equity Bill 2025, SB 743, which I am pushing, has passed the first reading and is now awaiting the second reading. I remain resolute in my service to the Nigerian people, undeterred by falsehoods, and committed to fostering a democracy where justice, fairness, and equity prevails. I would like, therefore, to assure Nigerians, especially Nigerian women, my obedient political family, and my FCT constituents, that I remain focused on delivering good governance, even amid daunting challenges, that a new Nigeria may prevail. Any disinformation trying to purport that I am sympathetic to sexual harassment of any kind, whether in the Senate or elsewhere, should be disregarded. As a leader and senator, I will never do anything to undermine your valuable trust. Finally, I like to reaffirm my steadfast commitment to protecting the rights of girls and women across Nigeria. I remain resolute in my service to the Nigerian people and committed to fostering a democracy where justice, fairness and equality are paramount. Signed, Senator Ireti Kingibe, Senator representing the Federal Capital Territory, Chairperson, Senate Committee on Women Affairs.
Thank you for watching. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing so you won't miss out any of our latest video.